What's up, everyone? We got our first Cars and Coffee of the year, the first one in East Peoria, Illinois. One of the biggest Cars and Coffees in the country, actually. Mind you, there's not very many to begin with, but first off, it looks like we're looking at like a 650 McLaren, something of that nature. Pretty nice car. I like the color. Definitely not one of the fastest cars there, but definitely a nice looking McLaren. It didn't look like an MP4C, 12C. Just because of the front end, so I think this is definitely a newer McLaren. The back kind of looked like one, but definitely nice. And then we got a little Veloster in here. I just personally don't see these very often anywhere, so I just thought this was cool in the exclusive color that they come with. Now this Porsche was nasty. I am a sucker for Porsches. My favorite car, my one day to own car, would definitely be a Turbo S 911. Like, it's the king of the road. It's unreal. Absolutely gorgeous car. And then we got a nice GT 500 coming in here with I think a Buick of some kind. A lot of people build these drag cars that definitely had a drag type of setup. And then it's either like a Monte Carlo or a really old Camaro. Don't know my history too much, but this one was really nice, sounded really good in some dude's old truck. Now we got the Audi V10. Now, this whole car was gorgeous, carbon fiber, but the wheels is what set it off for me. They were atrocious. They were hideous. This was like a really light brass-looking color.
Yeah, but
it looked terrible. The wing looks nuts. The whole car, I thought, really looked good, but just
if I take out a home
the
loan,
wheels made it look terrible, in my opinion. I'm a sucker for Audis. I think they're awesome for the price, for what you get for the car for the price, because it's a supercar you can get for like $180,000 with really low miles, and I'm talking 2017s, 2018s, even some 2019s around 180K. And then, I mean, the sky's the limit with these cars, and there's a reason why they're down there at Texas 2K running really fast times. Absolutely amazing cars. Probably second on my list of getting as far as like a supercar, as opposed to the Turbo 911S. Absolutely love the car. Now this is a Ferrari. I think it's a 458. It looks really, really good. I love the matte. I'm assuming wrap. Carbon pieces everywhere. The interior looked absolutely awesome. And a 488. Spider, so it's convertible. Interior looks sweet, simplistic. I kind of, everything is literally driver focused, driver centric. Even like you have to go through everything on the speedometer, literally in the car, from radio to whatnot. Just a few buttons, everything's tilted towards the driver. Very interesting vehicle. I wonder how they like it, or if they'll ever get rid of it for something else. Absolutely fantastic car, like 620 horsepower or something like that, and the car probably doesn't weigh that much, even being a convertible, but definitely a sweet car to see in person instead of actually in pictures. Little super action. I think it was bone stock for the most part, except for that really giant like diffuser. Holy cow. But just get some super action in here. Buddy's got a nice Supra that's built. Now, of course, got to get the Z06 in here. Love the paint color, by the way. The paint color is really nice. Not much really done to this carbon fiber intake, but that paint, if I can pause this just right, is just unreal. You could see the shine. It very nice car. I can't pause this correctly, but this is what I think personally steals the show. It's a Aston Martin Vantage S, and it's just nuts. This is all carbon fiber down here. Quad exhaust, V12 convertible, probably a hardtop convertible, because a lot of the supercars and whatnot, a lot of very high dollar cars, when they're convertibles, they're hardtop convertibles, and I actually don't mind those. But if it's a soft convertible, not my taste. But these the old couple that owns this, you could tell they just bought it. This thing was brand spanking new, and it's a V12. This was probably my favorite car of the entire Cars and Coffee. It looks absolutely phenomenal. Really, let's go back to that. Really simplistic interior. Let me see if I can pause that just right. Really simplistic interior. I apologize, it's a little blurry, but really simplistic, and that's kind of cool. I think this pops up, and this is where your like electronics is going to be. I'm assuming that's probably going to be very modern. This does not look modern at all. Like very, very simplistic interior. And then here's the heart of the beast, a 6.0 V12, just absolutely incredible looking car. The color with the carbon fiber in the front here, it just pops. I'm not a huge fan of that color, but it looks great. And then we got a nice white Viper GTS here, absolutely fantastic. But what caught my eye a little bit more was this old like Gen 1 and this purple one that's named Venom apparently. Absolutely, the purple on these cars, this is a Viper GT, just pops. I thought, oh my lord, I have to see that Viper. And then this Viper is really interesting. I didn't know it, but it's got a supercharger on it, which is extremely different. Row supercharged. Like, this is like an old school supercharger that I didn't even know apparently existed. I can't imagine maybe it's pushing like 550 to the crank, something like that, which is a lot of power for an old Viper like that. That's absolutely insane. Fantastic looking car, fantastic powertrain. I'm sure that thing is a ton of fun. It looked great too. Now this thing, so you guys might be aware of like Holden Commodores. This thing looked nuts. I wanted one so bad. This is literally a truck car that had awesome wheels. The yellow was fine. Not a huge yellow fan. It was left-hand drive, so it wasn't right-hand drive. And this thing was, I think it stole the show as far as, like, look at how aggressive that front end is. I guarantee you it has the Holden Commodore, or as you guys might know, the GTO and G8 400 horsepower engine. I bet you it's more than that because it keeps being used over in Australia for the Holden brand. And they keep upping the power on those. This car, or whatever you want to call it, is phenomenal, and I think this was the most unique one. I just think the Vantage was my favorite one overall, but this was the most unique one. Unreal. Loved that vehicle 100%. Seeing it in person was cool too. Now, I know nothing special about this GT500, but the color, this is the first time I've seen it in person, and I honestly, haven't really even seen it online, people having a GT500 of this color. Looks bizarre. Wouldn't be my color of choice per se, but it looks nuts, and I had to get in the video. Pretty cool. And then that's going to be it for the video, guys. There's my buddies GT, or Ford Mustang GT, of course me, and the girlies Kia Stinger GT all-wheel drive. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Which car was your favorite? And let me know if you guys would like to see more of these videos. Smash that like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.